ahead and record so we can get this put up later. Welcome everybody. Whoa, welcome everybody to the rNetwork corporate update call. My name is Dave Dove, the director of sales for the company. We're super excited to have you here today. I've got a couple of guests on the screen with me today, so I appreciate John Stahl always being on here with me as one of the master trainers for the company. So super excited to have him here. Also, I've got Miss Jana Jorgensen, who is just killing it. And you guys get to hear from Jana here in just a little bit. And we've invited her to participate with us today on the call. So I'm really excited for all of you to get to hear from her. So thank you, Jana, for joining on the call. So first of all, just welcome all of you who are brand new for the first time. We actually do this call every single Monday, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, just to bring you updates from the company, also to share insights, to be able to have some of our premier charter members jump on and share their thoughts and insights about the company. And it's always my favorite part is to get to that part right there. So first of all, for all of you just that are joining for the first time again, we have a website that is rNetwork.live, and that site actually hosts everything. It's kind of a hub for everything right now. It's a temporary fix, but it works for what we're doing, because we are building our whole entire new back office as we speak. So as we get that done, it'll all be back there eventually. But right now, the .live site, the rNetwork.live, that's where you can get onto the calls. This call, you can get on all of our night calls that we do for opportunity calls, business overviews, along with trainings that are done. And then also just anything to do with anything is there. Let's just put it that way. Real quick, our vision as a company is we are a participation marketplace where we are creating a revolutionary financial movement that is shifting the power and the profits from the big businesses back to the individual, and that would be you, to where all can win. And I like to say that because everybody gets to win it with us, whether they're a founder in the company, which is the owners of the company, whether they are an employee of the company, and whether they are a charter member in the company, or whether they're a fan in our company. Everybody gets to win in one way or another, and I love that. Now, this company was actually put together with 3 guiding principles. The first principle is to find out where the world's going and get there first. And second was to make more money than you spend. And third was to lose your life in the betterment of others. And today I've chosen the make more money than you spend to share some thoughts with you when it comes to making more money than you spend with our company. So let's back up for just a second, or just kind of go back for just a second in time. I want you to think about the very first company maybe you've ever joined in your life, and ever in the history of network marketing or direct sales. Go way back and say, what was that first company like? And did they have a reoccurring fee every month that you had to meet in order for you to get paid, right? So think of it from that perspective. I remember my very first experience in this kind of industry. I was brand new married. I remember it very clearly. My wife's uncle actually recruited us into this company that sold toilet paper, vitamins, and everything else under the sun. And many of you know the name of that company, but he brought us into this company. And I just have to say that every time I ever joined anything or got involved with anything, I always learned something. There was always a learning on the outside looking in. But one of the things that I'll never forget is the 1 month we were having some pretty good success. And I remember the big event was coming, and they said, if you want to go across stage and get this pin, you got to be at this level. And I was like, okay, what do we got to do? And he goes, well, you've got to have this much more volume. So I went and bought a whole bunch of items. In fact, I think we just barely got rid of them 28 years later. Because I had a whole shelf full of them, because I had to hit this rank. I just wanted to hit it so bad. And I love where we're at as a company today and what we're doing in disrupting this industry, because you no longer have to worry about that type of thing. Like, this is so disruptive when it comes to this type of industry. You guys, this is going to change the world. What I mean by that is every single person I ever talk to about what we do, they all have this wow factor when I get done sharing with them how you can be cash flow positive within 7 days or less. Now, you get to meet a gentleman next week that I'm super excited about, and I'm not actually going to say anything about this gentleman other than the fact that in this first hour of being in the business, became cash flow positive with our compensation plan. Yeah, you too. You can also become cash flow positive. You can. And all you have to do is share savings and ask people and invite people to evaluate what it is we're doing. Whether that is they become a fan or they become a charter member. And I love what we offer because we offer something that's affordable. It's a low barrier entry where people can get involved. And even during these paralyzing times, people still can get involved in what we're doing. And they should, because they're going to save money in just aspects of life that they're already going to spend money on anyway. And so I think of what else about cash flow positive? How else can we, make more money than we spend? Well, our compensation plan is very simple. It's you help 3 people save more money than they spend, and you make more than it costs you to be involved. And the best part is your cash flow from that point forward. And then from that point forward, it's your job to help those people become cash flow positive. And if we do that, get this, you guys, if you duplicate that over the next 6 to 8 weeks, you're lining yourself up for such an incredible life-changing income that is legacy income. Legacy, meaning that you get to pass this on from generation to generation. And I don't think we talk enough about that, because it's a generational income that you can leave beyond generations after generations. Because guys, we are the participation marketplace. There are no other participation marketplaces. See, if you go Google the name, the participation marketplace, or just participation marketplace, there are none. And the only one you're going to see is us. So here's the cool part. As we start to advance into this, I just wanted to share with you how easy and simple it is to become cash flow positive within 7 days by helping your 3 enroll, helping those 3 get their 3, but just helping your 3 enroll in the first 7 days. You make $125, your 50 plus the 75 power up, and then on top of that, your $2 for every person, you're at $132 right out of the chute. I just don't know where else you can do that. So you guys, I'm super excited about what we're doing as a company, and I think you can see that too. We're growing like crazy around the world in all kinds of countries, and also here in the States, and it's just getting more and more exciting as time goes on. Let's move on to the announcement section real quick. First of all, pay with commissions. Don't forget you can do that. That goes along with exactly what I was just talking about. I loved it. I had this phone call today, and we talked about this with this gentleman who you're going to hear about next week. And what was so cool about it is that within the first hour, he pretty much had his power 3, right? So the cool part is I looked in his back office, and boom, there was the cash sitting in his commissions in less than an hour. And the cool one, all you gotta do is click the button and say, hey, I'm done debiting my card now. Now I just gotta help my 3, right? And he's already doing that, of course. But the cool part is that button was put there, you guys, which is very unique to the industry. So you can click it and never have to debit your card again. That's a cool thing. Second is update payment. Don't forget that update payment's there. We're not asking you to go do it. We're giving you the flexibility to do it. If you want to add a different card, you can do that. So that's what that button's for. I just want to make that clear that it's not a mandated thing. You can go in and do it if you choose to do it, right? If you don't want to take it out of commissions or off your Visa and you want to put it on your American Express or, whatever it is, okay? And hey, Jeremy. And then number 3 is very exciting. This is probably the most exciting announcement that I think we could talk about today. And I really want to paint the picture for you for just a moment about this, because it's really important for you to understand the value of what it is that we have done as a company. So first of all, we have extended the founder, what we're going to be calling and changing the name to is Power 10 rank. That means that you have gone out and actually enrolled 10 personal charter members. Whenever you do it, you hit the rank of Power 10. It's called the founder right now, so everybody knows what that is. But we've extended that promotional opportunity for you to earn some shares in the company, the public entity side of our network. And guys, we've extended it to June 30th. Okay, and I really want you to understand that on Friday this week, the founders are meeting as on the board. We got a pre-approval to extend it. We got a pre-approval also, not just to extend it, but on a number that we're actually saying that we're trying to get. So it's a pre-approval. They could come back and say, no, we want a few less, or we want more, you know, whatever. But right now, the pre-approvals for 500 or June 30th, whichever comes first. And so if June 30th comes before we hit 500, then I don't think that's going to be the case, the rate we're going, but I'm just letting you know. And then let me see what else it says here. So now, out of that 500, 110 of them are locked in. So I just want you to know there's 110 people that are locked in with those shares of stock, and that number is not going to change. So as far as we're concerned, and so that number comes off of the 5, just so you know. Now, we did extend it for a couple of reasons. One, COVID-19, we just felt like was the right thing to do. And then second is we want some excitement out there, man. So myself and a few of us went to the founder and said, hey, we need to extend this bad boy. We need to make this so that people can, you know, really run after it. And we're coming out of these times that we're in, and let's give people that opportunity. And so they were gracious enough to have a phone call with the board of directors of the public entity and get a pre-approval. And then on Friday, we should have an exact number that I'll put out so I can let you know exactly how many are left and also what the total number is going to be. But I want you to also realize that we have some other countries that have been able to sign up, that we have a lot of them that have signed up for free. Many of you know what we're referring to. And until they pay, there's no qualification. So right now, the qualifications are open, and we're just telling you right now, and let me just help you, it's 1,000 shares of stock that we are giving to you for reaching and achieving this rank. I want you to understand a couple things about it, because there's questions out there that people are having about this. First of all, when you hit the rank, you're now qualified. Now, what that means is you have to hold 11 months out of 12 in order to receive the stock. The stock is not going to be worth just peanuts, guys. So let's keep in mind what this is worth. Let's just say any dollar amount's a good dollar amount, but I'm just telling you what I think. I'm not going to tell you what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to look pretty good. But here's the point, is 11 of the 12 months you have to hold the rank. Now, what does that mean? This is where the confusion or some of the concerns come. What if I lose one? I'm down at 9 and I'm on the 3rd week of the month and I miss out that month. Well, you can miss 1 month. 11 months out of 12 have to be held at the rank of founder or Power 10. Now, if you lose one anytime in the month, don't worry, you got the rest of the month. You just have to that month, finish the month. On the last day of the month, have to finish out at the T status that is required, which is T10, right? Power up or power 10. Sorry, got all these powers going on. And so just keep in mind that you can fall out of it 1 full month, but then if you come back in the next month, great, as long as you maintained it for 11 of the 12 months. Now, there are a select group on here that I know you're all going, what about me? What about me? Because we qualified back in the Don't worry about it. That's the 110 that are locked in. So let me just deliver that. All right, so good enough on that. Are you guys excited about that? That's what I want to know. Are you that pumped up about it? And if you are, go ahead and take yourself off mute and tell everybody how pumped you are. How excited are you? Woo!
Unbelievable.
Love it.
I'll tell you what, Orange Samia to the 10th power.
That's awesome. Awesome. And I hope you guys out in the field are super excited about that, because where we're going with this, you guys, is incredible. And that's all I can say about it for the future. So just be patient.
Hey, D, I think Eddie's probably screaming to get on too.
Oh, okay. All right. Good enough. We'll see if we can. Sorry, I don't see him on there. Okay, guys, let's move on. Number 4. This is really exciting, you guys. We have an upcoming event this Thursday, which I'm super pumped about. This is actually one of our, what we call our Founder Thursday global events. That means that every other week, we actually invite one of the founders to participate with us on a Thursday night call. This Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is May 7th, Kevin Wiscombe, he's actually one of the founders of the company, will be on sharing his perspective and his vision and insight of where we're at as a company and where we're going. And again, I wouldn't miss this for the world, because again, we try to every other Thursday or so bring one on, and right now we're in line of every other Thursday working well. And so don't miss this opportunity. Plus, the very beginning of that at 7 o'clock will be an opportunity business overview. It'll be a short one. It'll be like 6 to 8 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. And we'll have a couple of people to share their perspectives of what we call our perspectives. And they'll share their perspective of the company and their insight. After that, then we'll have Mr. Kevin Wiscombe come on and share his vision, thoughts. And then after Kevin, then I've got a special training planned for all of you that you haven't seen yet. And that this is an incredible training that has been put together, and I've had great help actually coming from my graphic designer and my graphics guy, which you're just gonna flat out love what I think I'm gonna share with. I think you're gonna love it. I guess it's kind of like, you know, you think everybody's drinking the same Kool-Aid, but I think it's great. And when you see it, it's awesome. It's duplicatable. It's something that everybody on your team can use. And the cool part is it's interactive. It's a PDF where you can click and it takes you to places and do things for you. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm super pumped about it. So you need to be on the call. You've got to be on there, not just for my training, but just for the fact I'm going to share that. And I really think it can help you create duplication processes for your teams to be simple, easy to follow. Just do what I teach you to do on this particular night, and I think you're going to be happy with it. So get plugged into the call Thursday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about it. You can get your tickets, or you don't have to get tickets. Get your link sent to you by registering at theparticipationmarketplace.com. By the way, I also almost failed to mention that also Saturday the 9th, there's going to be a Espanol opportunity for a global event, which we have. Did I say that okay?
You got it. That's awesome.
Okay. Global event. Jeremy, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Okay, absolutely. So it's going to be in the morning. We're going to do it Saturday. So Saturday the 9th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Okay. And it is going to be a 2-hour deal. So you want to come on right at 9 a.m. with your Spanish speaking prospects. We're going to model the same, Thursday night kind of thing where we do a little quick 10-15 minute overview in Spanish. We'll have the video in Spanish, and we'll have some our perspectives in Spanish. And then we get to hear from one of the co-founders, Richard Smith. He will be our guest speaker. And then right after Richard speaks, we're going to have Luke Epps, who is our Director of International Expansion. And it's going to be really fun to hear from both of them, their vision, and obviously they're going to be communicating to the Latin American community. So, that's always fun. They get very passionate about stuff, and it's going to be exciting. And once they're done, we'll have a really quick, a 5-minute break, and then we're going to start the second hour at 10 a.m. with some awesome training. We've got some of our amazing leaders from Mexico. We've got Rudy and his wife are going to be on there from California, and several others from Colombia and other areas. And it's going to be really awesome. So definitely, if you have anyone that speaks Spanish at all, get them on there. It'll be amazing.
Awesome, Jeremy. Thank you for that. That's awesome. And this, by the way, this is Jeremy's idea, and I love the fact that he wanted to do this. And we're looking forward to. Oh, I do have to also share with you guys. I had a great experience Saturday where I got to be on the Sweden team's event. They did an event also Saturday. I don't know how I even forgot that to even talk about that, but I wanted to share with you how impressed I was by Pierre and his team. I got to tell you, these guys are absolutely incredible leaders. They're professional. They're presenting this thing so well. I was so impressed by just their slides, and I couldn't understand a thing, but I was impressed by the beauty of the slides. But there was a few words I caught here and there that I understood when they said rNetwork, but other than that, it was really good. But it was an amazing event, but just professional, and the way that it was put on was incredible. And then he invited me on to share the vision of the company and some of my thoughts and so forth. And I wanted to publicly thank Pierre for his leadership, for going out there and putting that on and doing an amazing job with you and your team. Very professional. So thank you for that, Pierre. Wanted to acknowledge that. And Jeremy, thanks again for putting on the Spanish Latin America event. That's going to be exciting. Guys, this is getting exciting. I can't wait. We got to do a Canadian one, man. That's the one we got to do next, is Canada. So, so we got to do some more of these. They're going to be great. So takes us right into my favorite part of today, and that is our sharing moments with our perspectives. So I wanted to just kind of turn some time over and first of all tell you about this lady. She's actually one of my superheroes. She doesn't know this, but she's an incredible lady, incredible leader, and very professional. And the gentleman that you're going to get to hear from next week, she introduced me through her and one of her team members that brought this gentleman in. But just the way they put it together, the professional way that they did it, was exactly what we need to do in this business. And I want to tell you, she's from Canada, British Columbia, I believe. And on top of that, she's also a founder rank. And I don't know all of her history, but I can just tell you, she doesn't know that I'm a secret Facebook stalker, and she's my superhero. So that I would call on the field. And I don't say that lightly. And I don't just say that to say that. She's incredible. So I can't wait for you to hear from her. Miss Jana Jorgensen, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Oh my goodness. Do you want me to cry, Dave? Like, you are the most incredible servant-driven leader I've ever encompassed in my entire 40-year career. And your truth comes right through. You could not ever say anything that wasn't transparent and authentic. It comes right through your eyes. I mean, I have to tell you, this is just such a privilege to be here with all of you, with John and with Jeremy and Eddie and all our founders. I mean, this was evident to me, I have to tell you though, right at the beginning. This isn't something I've had to learn. When I was introduced by my good friend that I hadn't seen for 8 years, and she just kind of invited me out for coffee, and then she just dropped this little thing. You might be interested in this little thing. And, I was afraid to open the information because the way she told it to me so simply was, I was going to love this. And I thought, oh no, not another one. But, what attracted my interest really were the 3 core principles that you started out with today, because I had never seen a company have core principles like that. Never, 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 never. And I agree with Eddie that if you help enough other people get what they want, you can have everything you wish for. So the servant-driven leadership was evident right from the very first day that I looked at anything. And I realized quite quickly, though, that the opportunity was here for everyone to bring extraordinary income into their household by not changing anything they do on a daily basis. So this was exceptional and real. And I thought, okay, let's do this, Jana. And, I just went and found 3 people in hours that wanted to join me. And then I thought, well, okay, they told me to get 10 by the end of the year, so I better do that fast. So I did that in the next 48. And you know, when you can look at something and have a debt-free business in 72 hours, this does not happen. So, you know, why would you want to do this? Well, yes, it's a low entry membership fee, but most importantly, the potential of saving and earning money here is very natural. It's not something that you have to, you know, learn how to do, because we want to do it every single day. So, you know, having this practical, savvy, cutting edge piece of disruptive technology is like nothing we've ever seen. We can agree on that. But the best advice that I could give you is keep it simple. Just keep it simple, because this is not complicated. Like so many of the businesses and the pay plans out there, they are super complicated, and they do cost you more money than you make. So that's not fun, people. So what are we going to concentrate on here? Well, we're going to concentrate on the activity that pays you. And that's just, in other words, talk to people. So what kind of people? People who are entrepreneurs, business-minded, savvy, people who care about helping others and helping others succeed, who really have that interest. They're servant-driven, people who are open, willing, and ready to create additional income. That's most of the world right now, people. That's most of the world. People who are positive, who have a positive outlook. So you don't worry about the negative ones. It doesn't matter. And then here's the most important thing: already successful people. And that's what we've realized, is that we are attracting those successful people because they naturally want to help other people. So, you know, it just, you have the best thing in your hands here. This is like a golden egg, and don't abuse it. Get with it. Go have some fun and share this with everyone who has touched your life or that you care about. And that's pretty much everyone in the world right now. So thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone on this team, all of our leaders. I'm so honored and humbled to be here with you.
Thank you. I absolutely love this lady. I think that she brings a lot to the table, and more importantly is just her spirit. So thank you so much, Jana, for sharing your perspective on our network, and thanks for accepting it last minute for me too. That's a great team player right there, let me tell you. So thank you so much. Next, I would like to hear from Mr. John Stahl, one of our master trainers. He didn't know I was going to pick on him, but he's good off the cuff. And he did an incredible training today that I felt was really great. And it was Motivational Monday. He does it every Monday. And if you ever get a chance, get to Rise Up on Facebook on our rNetwork Rise Up page, and get over there so you can watch and listen to his Monday motivationals. They're awesome, and they're from the heart. That's what I love about it. And so it's not just a bunch of fluff. So get over and check it out. But John, let me just tell you, first of all, here's one person that I have connected with years ago, stayed in touch with him, and we've become very good friends. And I had an opportunity to stay at his house, became good friends with his wife and his daughter, and just absolutely adore this family, and total respect as a retired Marine. And I don't know if it's necessarily retired or not, because you're always a Marine, but anyway, my hat's off, and I'm grateful for your service, sacrifice to the world, to what we do, and more importantly, your sacrifice to the field of what you're putting out to the field and what you're doing for them. So I want to turn some time over to John and have him share some of his thoughts and perspectives of our network real quick.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much, Jana, Jeremy, Eddie, JJ. You guys are awesome. And this also goes out to our champions, because let me tell you something, that's what we're surrounded by. We're surrounded by incredible, incredible leaders. And as far as in my book, you guys are all winners. You guys are all champions. I don't care what state you come from. I don't care where you come from. As far as, you know, just people, the world needs you. The world needs you, right? I mean, like Jana said, I mean, Jana's unbelievable, right? She's got that voice and that spirit of reason, you know, and so blessed and you know, to be connected with every single one of you. because this is what we're doing. You know, you think that you're actually, okay, here we go. You really think that you're really presenting a business. You really think maybe, you know, deep down you're presenting a company. No, it's far, far greater than that. What I talked about today on Motivation Monday, and thanks so much, Dave, that means an awful lot, because it does give me an opportunity to basically share my heart with you. And because at the end of the day, you guys all make me whole, and I thank every one of you for existing and for being a part of my life. But back to what we were just talking about, the uniqueness, and that's what I wrote down. It's all about the uniqueness. And a lot of times that uniqueness comes in the intangibles. What you're really offering and what you're really presenting is a gift. Now, whether they open it or not, that's up to them. Okay, but you're doing your part, and I want to applaud every single one of you because you are presenting them this gift, and I hope that they open it up and that they don't keep it up on the shelf, right? That they open it up, because in that, you can't buy it. All you can do is what? Receive it. And you couldn't afford it anyway because it's priceless. What do I mean? It means whatever it means to Jana. It means whatever it means to Lisa. Whatever it means to Dave. Whatever it means to you, that's the value. You put the value on it. But at the end of the day, you know what you're actually doing? And Jeremy knows this. God, you look in, you know, and here's the thing. You can see it in, Jana's right. You can see it in their eyes. You know, the eyes speaks volume because the eyes speak for the heart. You can tell when you're being played, but let me tell you something. When you do open that up, and I'm so thankful that this gift was presented to me, with dreams and hopes and an opportunity that where the world says you can't, the rNetwork and the great I am says you can. Thanks so much.
Wow, that was awesome. You know what I love about this is that this wasn't pre-thought through, just so you know. That's what's so authentic. And I love the people that I get to work with every day for that reason. So thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you and I love you.
Right back at you. Next, Mr. Eddie T, coming from live outside. It looks like you're actually on the beach or somewhere.
I was on the beach, but I kept cutting in and out. So I came off the beach into this little park here to see. Can you hear me okay, Dave?
Yep, we got you, brother.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I tell you, you know, John and I, we've been doing calls every day. We had our noontime mastermind with our team today, and subject came up, and it just was off the cuff, and I think it's vitally important. Just like you're excited for the training you're going to do Thursday night, I'm really excited for the training I'm going to do Wednesday night. And I want to just kind of give a lead into that, and I strongly suggest that everybody really get their people to watch it live or watch it in a recording, because what we're going to be talking about is something that is prevalent in network marketing always, and it revolves around, you know, the shiny object.
Might have, he's freezing up over there on the beach. So,
If that's even possible.
yeah, I don't know if you can freeze there or not, but looks like we may have lost him, darn it. He was going somewhere with that. Hey, real quick, everybody, update, just got it from JMac, our dev team leader. The website will be down for about 10 minutes. He's doing a quick update. Just barely messaged the group and let us know that. So he's making some sweet updates to it. So just be patient. If you're trying to log in right now, it may not work. Let's see here. Yeah. So just, he just said he'll let us know. how long it's going to be. Probably about 10 minutes is what he said. Oh, just seconds, he's saying. So if there's anybody that has hiccups, just wanted to let y'all know that. Looks like Ed's probably not going to be able to get back on, so darn it. Hey guys, just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day and getting on. I want to leave you with a thought, and a thought that's always stuck with me from one of my mentors in this business. And he said, momentum is never something that shows up. You have to create it, right? So, and we're doing that, you guys. This company's doing it. You're doing this as one of the servant leaders in the field. You're out there creating momentum by sharing and inviting and asking people to evaluate this opportunity. You're doing that on a day-to-day basis, but you have to be consistent. Never let off. Continue to share every single day with somebody, at least one person a day. Share it, somebody new every day. And you do that, you're going to build a monster team. So with that said, you guys, I want to thank Jana for sharing her thoughts today. Appreciate that big time, along with John Stahl. And Jeremy, thanks for getting on, my friend, as usual. Always top-notch leader. He's also one of our master members. I failed to mention that earlier. And he's doing this this Latin America event. I'm super excited about this weekend. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow's your first opportunity to tune in with Luke and I on Zoom tomorrow. Luke is going to be talking a little bit about international expansion, and bring your popcorn. It's going to be fun. so get, and you can see, link into that call at the .live site. Just click the button and you're off and running. So thanks, you guys. Have a fantastic week, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. See ya. Thanks, guys.